Alright, hey guys, welcome back to Crypto. In today's content I will talk about BTC. We'll take a look at BTC on the macro basis, on the quarterly all the way down to the lower degree and all that good stuff, right? So it is September 19th, 2024, just about like a 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The current price of BTC, $62,800, give or take, depending on the exchange you're using and all that good stuff, okay? So last time we made a macro video was like back in July 19th, okay, just about like a 2 month ago, okay? And back then BTC was just about like a 67k, and we demarcated all our basically macro support in terms of like a quarterly basis, right? So on a quarterly, what we said back then was like the 57 basically to 60k area, up to 60k, going to be what the quarterly support, right? Even though price action on a monthly basis did drop below that level, but we discussed it in our premium group and in my trading and in my basically a TradingView account. If you haven't been following me on TradingView, make sure to follow me. Even though I'm not updating any videos on YouTube, right, I've been updating videos on TradingView. So just because I'm not updating videos on YouTube doesn't mean like I'm not giving the public group any updates, right? So make sure to follow me on TradingView, link in the description and all that good stuff, okay? So basically we dropped below the quarterly support, but the most important thing, you know, with these macro supports, it is not basically the lows, okay? It is a close, all right? So even though it dropped, price action dropped all the way down to 48k 49k area, as you can see within the same quarterly time frame, bulls managed to basically push the price back up, or pushing the price back up above the quarterly open somewhere around like a 62.6, okay? So that's the most important thing to understand on the quarterly. 57 to 60k, it is a quarterly support. Anything below that level for the bull market continuation to the upside could just be some accumulation of opportunities and all that good stuff, not selling opportunities. Because what we've been saying over the last few weeks, or like over the last 6 months, is like whenever BTC drops below like 57 or like a 60k, bears, they tend to come out and say, okay, hey, we're going to be dropping down to like 40k, we're going to drop down to 20k and all that good stuff. And I said it in multiple videos, okay? 40k, right? The low 40k, right? It is our yearly open, so it is going to be super hard, right? If we take a look at it on a 12-month cycle, you can see it is going to be super hard, right, for bulls, right, to lose all the momentum of the year 2024, right, within the same year. You see what I'm saying? So basically dropping all the way down to 40k. That's why even when we were dropping down to the low 50s, I was saying, okay, just focus on the monthly 2-1 EMA, or focus on the 3 weeks 2-1 EMA. We'll take a look at the 3 weeks 2-1 EMA later on, okay? So it is very important to zoom out, okay, on the yearly cycle, 6-month cycle, quarterly cycle, and all that good stuff when the volatility is extremely high, all right? Especially after the during the post-halving era, because BTC doesn't tend to basically drop like, let's say, 50%, 60%, 70% right after the halving. So why should we basically be looking for let's say 40-50% drop right after the halving? You see what I'm saying? So it just doesn't make any sense, okay? So even if you take a look at it on the quarterly basis or the yearly basis, we've seen it back in basically 2022, or we said it back in 2022, right after we got the let's say 50%, 60% drop in, that was like 64% drop in 2022. What we said was like the bottom was in. There's no need to be looking for any lower prices, because we're most likely going to be breaking out to the upside and going to be taking out the monthly 2-1 EMA and potentially be going to a new all-time high, right? But as you know, bear is always going to be finding some valuable information to give you guys and say, hey, this is why we're going to be dropping, okay? And all their thesis could be right, but price action just, you know, ignore all of that, right? So if we go back to the quarterly basis, it doesn't look bad. It is looking very good. The quarterly will close in like let's say 11 days, right? Let's say in a week and a half. So we will see if we're going to be able to close the quarterly time frame above $62,600. That'd be great, right? Going into Q4. Okay, so any dips, you know, going into October could just be some more buying opportunities, not selling opportunities. I've been saying it over the last 3 months. Don't short the market because we're still above the monthly 21 EMA, even though we dropped below the weekly 21 EMA and all that good stuff, right? So going back to the monthly 21, you know, as long as we above the monthly 21 EMA, because we just don't know how long the consolidation phase is going to last. Even though we're getting a nice bullish reversal monthly cycle right here in September, most people did not expect September to be green, and all of them basically were expecting the month of September to be extremely bearish. Yes, it was bearish the first week of September, as we said in my basically you know, trading view public update, and in my premium update I said it clearly. The first week of September, if it is bearish, right, that could be a great sign going into the second half of September, because we've seen it in you know, back in you know, basically back in July. The first week of July was bearish, first week of August was bearish, the first week of September also, you know, was bearish, and basically bulls just, you know, step up and basically bought the dip, and now we're back above 60K and all that good stuff, right? I'm not saying we will be basically taking out 74K this month and all that good stuff, but all I'm saying is should not be basically extremely bearish as long as we above the monthly 21. Okay, the monthly 21, it is one of the most important moving average on the macro basis. We discussed it when BTC was around like a 16K, 15K. We said we're going to be attacking the monthly 21 EMA in Q1, Q2 2023. That was like Q4 2022. Okay, now it is Q4 2024. 2 years later, we back above the monthly 21. We above the monthly 21 EMA, and any dips back to the monthly 21 EMA could just be considered, you know, some panic selling and all that good stuff, right? So as long as we above the monthly 21 EMA, regardless of the parallel channel, the descending triangle formation and all that good stuff, right? As long as we above the monthly 21 EMA, BTC is still going to be in a bull market, right? So hopefully it makes sense. Okay, so now let's take a look at BTC on a 3 weeks basis. Okay, so on a 3 weeks basis, what we've been saying regarding the 3 weeks basis is like, hey, you just don't want to be, you know, you just don't want to be 100% right confident. Okay, BTC will retest the monthly 21 EMA, because back in 2021 we did not retest it, and you know, it is not guaranteed, right? Or it is not you know, it is not highly probable, okay, BTC will retest the monthly 21 EMA. Okay, we discussed it multiple times, right? So if we take a look at the 3 weeks 21 EMA right here, you can see it is supporting the price. Okay, even though MACD was negative, or it is still negative, right? We could still say, okay, we could get something like what we seen back in 2021 right here. Okay, supported the price action, MACD was negative, and then we basically ended up getting our fifth wave to the upside, right? So we discussed all of that back then, and we said it recently, accumulate at the 3 weeks 21 EMA. If we dump down to the monthly 21 EMA, great. The 3 weeks 21 EMA was right around like a 50K area. Okay, that was the you know, lower boundary support below the quarterly support of 57 to 60K area, as we just discussed recently. Okay, so basically, you know, 3 weeks is looking good. It is going to close in 10 days. Basically, it could coincide with you know, the end of the month volatility, right? Because the monthly time frame will close in 11 days. So could be boring, since like we already got a big move from like a 53 all the way up to a 63. It is almost a 10,000, you know, just by like a 10,000 points. If you basically if you exclude the the first drop. So BTC has already moved a lot this month. No one expected September to be volatile, but in our premium group back in August, we said, be ready for the September volatility, because we were expecting September to be highly volatile. Okay, so now when we take a look at BTC on a weekly basis, bear is going to get some massive arguments, some big arguments, okay, regarding the bearishness of the cycle. Okay, I'm just going to give you a few examples. Okay, they're going to be like, okay, MACD, it is still negative, correct. They're going to be like, we're still facing a resistance in our RSI trend line, right here, correct. And they're going to be like, okay, we're still facing what? Lower highs and lower lows, correct. Okay, however, as I've been saying, okay, in terms of wave analysis, right, sometimes you get let's say you get your wave 1, wave 2, and your wave 3. Your wave 4, right, you could expect it to be like, let's say 382 to let's say 236 to a 382 Fibonacci, right? So that would be the ideal range to be looking for, the end of your wave, wave 4, and potentially the beginning of your wave 5. So if we take a look at BTC, and we discussed it, right, long time ago, we said this was our wave 2. If you guys been watching my video, okay, back into back in early 2023, we discussed the wave 2 correction. If you guys recall, we said the wave 2, once we're done with the wave 2 correction, we're going to be looking for a 1.618 extension to the upside for the wave 3, and then we're going to be correcting potentially 3 to 4 months or even 6 months before pumping back up for the wave 5 correction, right? So if you take a look at the wave 3, the wave 4 correction in terms of fibs, if you do a swing low up to swing high, you can see like we right at 382, right? 382 up to basically 236, or 236 down to 382. Okay, basically, okay, as you can see, BTC retraced all the way down to a 236 Fibonacci, as we just explained right here. So it is basically confirming BTC, it is still okay in a wave. I wouldn't say still, because we could be breaking out very soon, right, to the upside and all that good stuff. Okay, because it is already almost, okay, not already, but almost Q4, right, Leroy? So basically, we could be saying like this could be the end of the cycle for the wave 4. The cycle started like early March 2024, and now it could be ending in late September 2024, or like the beginning of October, if everything works out pretty well, and we do not basically break out below the monthly 21 EMA, right? So hopefully it makes sense, right? So if we compare at the same time, if we compare the wave 2 and the wave 4 in terms of time, they both lasted like let's say 189 days. Okay, this one started like the first week or second week of April, right here, 2023, and we started the breakout like mid-October 2023. And if you take a look at the correction phase of the wave 4, started just about like the first week of March, okay, 2023, and we could be in a real potential breakout, right, to end the wave 4 correction and the beginning of wave 5 correction. So both of these corrections, right, they both lasted, let's say, 189 days. Okay, I'm using like the past tense because like we could literally be breaking out over the next like a few weeks. Okay, that's why I'm just saying like they both lasted 189 days, but it is not guaranteed, right? We will see once we basically take out the 67k 68k area over the next like a few weeks, right, if we're going to be able to take out the 74, 75 and 100, and go all the way up to 100k, 150, 180, 200K for the moon boys and all that good stuff, right? So hopefully it makes sense, right? Right here. So I mean, that's all I wanted to cover basically, really, for BTC on a macro basis, right? So just to recap it, the quarterly basis, it is still looking pretty good, even though we dropped all the way down to 50K and lower. If you take a look at it on a monthly basis, we're still above our monthly 221 EMA, and as long as we're above the monthly 221 EMA, you know, BTC, it is still in a bull market based on the you know, moving average support and all that good stuff. If you take a look at it on a weekly basis, you know, we had a 189 days correction for the wave 2 and wave 4. Similarly, 189 days of a boring sideways correction, and we could be looking for the wave 5 to be very explosive over the next like a few months, and it could last like, let's say, you know, 5 to 6 months. I don't think, like, even though the bull market, okay, the 4-year cycle, we still got like 12 months to go. I still don't think like we're going to be pumping like for 12 straight months. All right, you see what I'm saying? So we could pump like for 6 months, 7 months, and then basically move sideways, you know, for like you know, 3 to 4 months, just to for 3 to 4 months just to get the double top before basically rolling over for the next macro bear market that could last for at least 12 months, okay, or 9 to 12 months, depending on the cycle structure or the cycle restructuring. All right guys, so I'm just gonna cut it short. That's all I wanted to cover. Thanks a lot for watching. Make sure to follow me on TradingView, so to get the updates, right? I've been updating the public group on TradingView. So if you don't have TradingView, make sure to get your account and all that good stuff, right? You don't need to use my link. You can just use tradingview.com, get your you know, sign up and do all that good stuff, right? And you're going to be able to watch most of my public updates. All right guys, thanks a lot for watching.